start working out, and what is your athletic background or training background?
I started working out when I was 14 years old to get better at football. I was really bad. I was always really unathletic and uncoordinated and chubby when I was a kid. So I wanted to get good at football. It was my freshman year of high school. So I hit the gym all summer. I think I went from about 150 pounds to maybe 180 pounds body weight. Got strong, and within a few years I was playing football. That was kind of my background, football and wrestling. Played all through high school, and that was my jam for the longest time until after high school, when I found weightlifting competitions.
All right. What brought you into the fitness industry?
Honestly, it's the times I had when I was starting. The way I started is just training by myself in my parents' garage, and what I found that I really enjoyed was when my friends would come over to my parents' garage and train with me, and I would put them through a workout, teach them, and eventually over time I had several friends, teammates who would always train with me and follow the program, and everybody saw results. And I realized that for me, my personal results are not necessarily as important to me as helping other people achieve their personal results, and it's just as satisfying, or even more so, to help somebody else get to where they want to be than it was for me to ever do it.
Okay. So why did you choose a specialty that you did?
Well, I think I'm born for this specialty because I'm not fast and I'm not athletic. Like I said, I'm clumsy, but I can just put some weight on my back or in my hands and push, and I can do that. And it's just a lot of fun. It's really about the process. It's with strength training, it's not necessarily about having these insane, like gut-wrenching, intense workouts. It's just about consistency and making sure that you're doing all the little things right over time to generate this big result, rather than just all trying to go for it all at once. You get to just plug away every day, refine your technique, refine your diet, refine your sleep, and it's your results are the sum of a lot of work rather than kind of a one-time performance.
You give a one-sentence summary of what it's like to train with you. What would that be?
It is repetitive. We do squats, bench, and deadlifts all the time, but it is structured well. It makes sense. There's always a plan, and it works.
Okay. So who is your ideal demographic, and who have you seen the most success in that program?
Honestly, my ideal demographic, I would say, it's going to depend really. It's going to depend on what you're coming to see me for. But if you're coming to see me for my strength training groups, my strength and conditioning class, then I would say probably in the 18 to 50 range. I know that's a very wide range, but strength training is for everybody, male, female, because you got to keep in mind that the weights are always relative. So it's not like you're bad if you can't lift this amount. The only measure of how good or bad you are in strength training is, are you improving or are you not? So whether it's a 30-year-old guy who's been training for several years who comes to see me to get their squat from one point to another and break a plateau, or it's somebody who just comes to just get stronger and feel better and lose a little bit of weight. I really enjoy everybody, but I can't lie and say that I don't love big weights. So if you're 25 and you want to get really strong, come and see me and I'll make you really strong. I promise you that.
So what separates you from others within that specialty?
I think that what separates me from others is the way that I structure my classes. The way that my classes work is that everyone, regardless of experience level, age, whatever, is able to train together and train as a team and push each other. And that's very helpful because, as I said, it can be very repetitive coming in and doing squats once, twice a week, bench, deadlifts once, twice a week. But when there's people there who are going through it with you, who are supporting you, who are improving alongside of you, it really helps you keep moving. So I think that just being able to train in a team and having a team program that can be modified to work for anyone is a very strong point and a benefit that I can provide.
So if you give one piece of advice to someone starting on their fitness journey, what would that be?
I think it would be to be very realistic with yourself. Whatever your goal is, you have to be realistic about where you're starting from. So if you want to get very strong, you have to be honest with yourself about how strong you are now. If you want to get very lean, you have to be honest with yourself about where you're at, right? So a lot of times I'll see people who will come to me and they want to get shredded and like lean and look good, but they're 6'2" and 150 pounds. So you have to kind of take a step back and realize, okay, maybe what I need to get to this goal is a stepping stone. I need to maybe gain some weight first, put on some muscle, and then I can get shredded. So not just thinking about where you want to be, but really being honest with yourself about where you are and what you can do, and starting there, and being okay with starting where you are and not feeling like you necessarily need to do anything outside of where you're at.
What about advice that you would give to your existing clients?
Eat more food would be the advice I would give to my existing clients. The biggest thing that I see is people will come to me and in the first several months they'll have a rapid amount of progress. Their lifts will go up, their muscle mass will improve, but after a while that progress starts to slow down because they're either not eating enough or not sleeping enough. And in strength training, really, you always have to be getting bigger to be getting stronger. You don't have to get very big, but you have to be slowly getting bigger and eating in a calorie surplus to give your body the resources to recover and improve. So if you're out there and you're on a plateau, try and eat a little bit more. It'll probably help.
What is a fitness myth inside your specialty that you feel like you have to fight against all the time?
There's a lot. There's a lot of fitness myths all over the place. One big one I get is that women will often tell me that they might be interested in strength training, but that they don't want to get too bulky, and ask if I can ensure that they don't get too bulky. And with that one, I always laugh when people say it. My normal response is, they'll say, I don't want to get too bulky, and I'll say, oh, are you taking testosterone? Because as a female, your biology is designed to be a female, not be a giant male-looking bodybuilder. So as long as you're not doing anything to alter your hormone levels to an extreme, like testosterone or steroids, then you will not get bulky. You will just look like a fit, strong female.
Right. So how should people follow and learn more about you?
I have an Instagram that I don't post on. I am maybe going to post this video to a YouTube channel, so you can follow this YouTube channel. But 205strength.com, 205strength coach on Instagram, and 205strength on YouTube. Just click the button.